This video is a little bit different from my typical videos, right? So this is basically a check-in with the bros to see how everyone is doing, right? I want to have a conversation about everything that's going on right now in the country, for those of you who are in America, and also in the world in general, and just kind of see where you guys are at mentally, emotionally, and just kind of what is your outlook on life at this time. Because when I scroll on the internet, one of the things that I notice is a lot of people, men and women, are more and more finding less meaning in life. It's almost like they don't see the purpose of this life, right? They just don't see the purpose of life because of everything that's going on, all right? But before I go any further, welcome back to the Anchor Show, guys. My name is Andrew, and if you have been following me, you know that my content is usually about mental well-being for men and self-improvement, right? And if you are new, there you go. That's what I do on this channel. But I wanted to kind of, just take the time to have a chat about what's happening right now, because let's be honest, unless you're living under a rock and you've been isolated from society, you should be fully aware of everything that's going on in the country, politically, socially, economically, right? And I'm not going to get into politics because I don't do politics. However, politics is a part of the problem that we're experiencing right now in this country and globally, right? When you look at the state of the economy right now, within the last year and a half or so, grocery doubled in prices, right? Utility bills went up. Insurance went up. For those of you mortgage and rent both went up. The price of a car note right now, I remember not very long ago, you could get a car, a very nice, decent, brand new car for about $300 or $350 per month. A nice car. I'm talking about a brand new Honda SUV, Toyota, whatever, right? A nice, decent car that can, take you around, right? If you're paying anywhere between $500 and $1,000 per month for a car now, you're driving a luxury car. That wasn't very long ago, but right now, the average cost for a car is going to run you anywhere between $500 and up per month for a basic used car, right? If you're getting something brand new, unless you have exceptionally high credit score and a big fat down payment, those are the only things that are actually going to keep you from having to pay a high monthly car note, right? So all of these things are up. Car note is up, insurance is up, groceries up, utility bills gone up, your mortgage went up, your rent went up. Everything has increased. Guess what hasn't moved? Guess what hasn't ticked the needle? Your pay, your salary. That remains the same. How is that even possible? How is it possible to have all of these expenses, these additional expenses, yet your pay remains the same? What does that do? It forces you to either have to downsize your lifestyle or downgrade your lifestyle, or go find another job. Oftentimes, in many cases, people go find another job. They go get a part-time job. They get a little side hustle or something to supplement their main job. And even that is not enough. Even that is not enough, right? When you look around the country right now, you look around and see what's going on. And people are genuinely and legitimately scared to leave their homes and to go to work. Obviously, not everyone. We know that. Not everybody, right? Certain groups of people are afraid to leave their homes and go to work. To go to work. the work that they need so bad to get the money to pay their bills and to fund their lifestyle. Some of them are afraid to go to work. And so you're dealing with all of these situations. Stress level is high. You're working more than ever before. You barely are hanging on, or you can barely keep up, right? How do you stay motivated? How do you stay positive? How do you stay focused and committed to anything that you're doing? How? I would like to know. I would like to hear from you guys. How are you staying motivated, right? I can speak for myself, but I would love to hear from you, right? For me, I find peace in spirituality, right? I find peace in just centering myself spiritually. And by doing so, I basically create like a bubble around me, right? A safety bubble. And I just kind of stay within that bubble, mentally, spiritually, even physically, right? I don't go places I don't need to go. And by doing that, I am able to focus on myself, my family, and the things I have in front of me and the things that I have control of. All of the external noise, the external chaos, the external drama is not that I'm deaf or blind to it. I'm definitely not deaf or blind to it. I am fully aware of what's happening. But what I don't do is let it sit heavy on my head. Because there's little that I can do. There's little that I as one person can do for anything, for change. So therefore, I try my very best to not let it sit heavy on my head, right? I see what's happening, I'm aware of it, and my heart goes out to the people that are being affected, but there's nothing that I can do as an individual, right? This matter that's going on in our country and the world right now is much bigger than any one person. And in addition to that, what I do as well, in addition to focusing on what I have in front of me and focusing on the things that I can control, I also try my very best to maintain a positive mindset, a positive attitude towards life, because throughout history, throughout humanity, there have always been different eras in life, in our lifetime. There've always been different moments. There have been moments of war. There have been moments of disaster and destruction. It's just been different moments and eras throughout lifetime. And so, but each one comes and it goes, right? Each one comes and it goes. And so I just try to focus on the things that gives me joy right now, the things that gives me purpose right now, and maintain that. Because even though I can't predict the future, I don't know what next week looks like. I don't know what next year looks like, right? I don't know what 5 years from now looks like, right? But what I'm not going to do is create a false narrative in my brain about what it could be or what it could look like, right? Of course, I'm aware of all the different possibilities, but I can't say for sure what's going to happen. So instead of me getting worked up and overwhelmed by what could be, I focus more on what I would like for it to be and what I would like for it to look like, and therefore put my energy in those thoughts and feelings. So if you're going through it right now, which a lot of people are, you're stressed financially, you're stressed socially, you're stressed politically, you're stressed physically because you're working so hard and just so much going on, right? And you are having a hard time finding purpose in life. Think about your loved ones. That's always a safe go-to, right? Think about your loved ones. If you have children, you have a spouse, your parents, siblings, etc. Think about them, and hopefully you have a great relationship with these people in your life, and they give you meaning, and they give you a sense of joy and a sense of purpose. And if If they do, then let that be what drives you. Let that be what motivates you. Let that be what keeps you going. Because again, even though there might be chaos around us, that doesn't mean you and I can't have peace in the midst of the chaos. But that peace, you have to create it. You have to be intentional about creating that peace. It's not going to come just on its own, right? So you have to create that peace. Another thing that I would encourage you all to do is make sure you are prioritizing self-care in whatever way that you can, right? I know if you're busy working more than one jobs and you have a family to take care of, it can be difficult to find time to self-care. But if you prioritize that, if the same way you prioritize eating, taking a shower, going to sleep, etc., if you can add just one more thing in that mix, some form of act of self-care, right? And just anything that gives you joy, anything that makes you feel happy or whole or filled, right? Prioritize that. Make sure that you are taking time out to do that, no matter how busy your day is, right? Some people, they just love being on their phones, scrolling and watching funny videos and laughing. Hey, if that's what works for you, then do it, right? Take the time out to do it. Because if you're going to constantly just go, push, and take no time for self-care, then you for sure will be burnt out. You'll be overwhelmed. And that encourages the feeling of, what's the purpose of life? What's the meaning of this life, right? You will more than likely feel that way. So take the time you need to pick yourself up. Take your time you need to pour into you, right? And whatever that looks like, whatever it is that you do for fun and, things that makes you feel good, go play a sport. Because playing sport, I like to recommend playing sport because, one, you're moving your body, right? For those of you who are able to do it, right? You're moving your body, which is good for your health, and you're enjoying whatever the sport is that you're doing, right? So I always recommend that. If you can't physically play sport, but you like sport, maybe playing video games, maybe playing your favorite sport on a video game, that might get the job done. But whatever it is, right? Do what makes you feel happy. Do what makes you feel filled. Do what makes you feel whole. Don't just commit yourself to work. Because you know what? If you drop down tomorrow, guess what? That work goes on without you. Think about that. That work will continue without you. So don't just give yourself all just to work. You're not a slave, you're not a robot, you're not a machine. You're a person, right? And your nervous system is important, right? So I know that a lot of you guys are feeling down and out of it because right now your nervous system is completely out of whack. You work too much, you rest too little, you don't have enough joy in your life, and you're stressed and overwhelmed by everything that's going on around you. And that's completely understandable why you would feel the way you feel. But I just want to give you a word of encouragement to take some time and pour in yourself, right? Life still is beautiful. Life is still beautiful. Life still has meaning, right? It does still have meaning. We just have to find it. And sometimes it's around us. The answer is right in front of our eyes, right? We just have to look for it and be intentional about it. So if you're feeling down, you're feeling discouraged, and you're feeling like there's no purpose in life, I hope that you can look around you and you can be intentional about seeking it. And I hope that you find that purpose and that it can help to keep you moving forward. All right. That's about all I have today. I just wanted to see how everyone was doing, because I know we're dealing with some really heavy emotional situation right now in our existence and in humanity. Unless you're a rock, everybody's feeling this. Even if it's not as impactful on you as it is for others, everybody's feeling the heaviness that humanity is experiencing right now in some way, shape, or form. All right. So I just want to take this time to just check in and see how you guys are doing, and also just to give a little word of encouragement, to hopefully uplift you and give you a little bit of extra verve to keep going. All right. So I hope that I was able to do that. I hope I was able to inspire you just a little bit, encourage you a little bit, push you on a little bit, motivate you a little bit, And if so, please give this video a like. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. And until the next video, guys, let us continue to grow, evolve, and transform into the best version of ourselves. Peace.